Hello, everyone out there in YouTube land. Welcome back to Diego Knows. I, of course, am Diego, and today we're going to continue talk about Little Mermaid. That's right, Little Mermaid from 2023. This god awful abortion of a movie that nobody went to go see. Nobody saw it. Come on, I saw it, but I'm like the only fucking straight guy in the world that went to go fucking see this goddamn abortion. It's making no money. Okay, Disney admits that they spent about $200 million to make this fucking this abortion. Okay, they made the movie longer than the original. It was 83 minutes. This one's like 2.5 hours of nothing, nothing special to justify the extra time on this movie. It's a dumb story. Okay, it's not my genre, but the message is just fucking stupid as fuck. Okay, it just makes no sense. There's so many plot holes in this thing. It's based on a lot of presumptions. Okay, that people that meet each other are automatically going to fall in love, and therefore, you meet somebody, and 30 seconds later, you're going to fucking risk your whole fucking life, possibly dying to be with somebody that you just met fucking a minute ago that has never even seen you when they're fucking awake. Just shit like that, and we're supposed to just go with it, okay? Well, I mean, that's just a flaw of the genre itself, okay? But it's very predominant in this story here, and what really pisses me off is that the story is so popular with girls. Like, what the fuck? I mean, God, I love my comic book movies, all right? I know they're going downhill now, but there was a time when they were really fucking good. I'll tell you, like Spider-Man 2, the one with Tobey Maguire, the one from 2004, that's one of the best superhero movies ever fucking made. I absolutely love that movie. I kept going back to the theater over and over again to watch that movie because it was so fucking good, okay? But at no point of any of my enjoyment of that movie, and I still enjoy it today, at no point did I ever think that could happen to me, okay? I never once thought that, oh my God, if I'm good enough, if I'm smart enough, then all these incredible things can happen to me, and no, it's bullshit. I never once thought that. Okay, you know why? Because I know it's bullshit. Okay, it's bullshit. All right, and that's what this movie is. It's bullshit. Okay, but a lot of you girls out there, you watch this when you're young, and you think it's just gonna fucking happen to you. And unfortunately, you live in a world today with social media, where they're all telling you that this shit is gonna happen to you. That you deserve it, girl. You go get yours. And that's just a bullshit fucking narrative. I mean, that's what you want. That's what, by all means, go fucking do it. But don't think that fucking life is just gonna get handed to you. Okay? And just because you're pretty doesn't mean that fucking you're gonna get everything that you want in life. Okay, that's fucking bullshit. That's a bullshit fucking message. God forbid, for you girls out there that are pretty and shit, you know what's gonna happen when you get out there on your own? Okay, you're gonna find out that you have nothing to worry about from the other girl. Okay, you're not competing with the other girls. You're competing with the other pretty girls. Okay, you're gonna compete with the other pretty girls. All right, and you're gonna find out pretty soon that you ain't the only pretty one, and in fact, you're not even the most pretty one. All right, that's gonna be a fucking rude awakening. Okay, to figure that out on your own. Okay, if this movie doesn't even go there. It's all about like, oh, Ariel's pretty and Prince Eric is handsome, and she's a princess and he's a prince, so of course they're gonna fall in love and get married and just go with it. No, it doesn't work that way. In real life, a princess who's gonna go after a guy like Prince Eric, okay, she's gonna have to compete with a lot of fucking women to get him. A lot of women to get him. He's not some fucking soy boy fucking cuck sitting around on the beach, screaming and singing about love on the waves, with his thumb up his ass and a Bud Light in his hand. No, that's not what a guy like that would be doing. He'd be out there fucking plowing the field, if you know what I mean. Okay? And then eventually he'll settle down with one. One that, hopefully his family approves of, but that's what will realistically happen. Any girl that came out of the fucking water and got some fucking legs would have to compete with a shitload of other women to get someone like Prince Eric. All right? Now, the scenario that I just gave you, of course, it is true. It is realistic, okay? But luckily for you ladies, okay, most guys are not like Prince Eric, okay? We're not born rich, super good looking, athletic, smart, straight. Okay, all these fucking, this is all bullshit. Okay? Nobody fucking is perfect like that. Okay, they only exist in these fucking cartoon characters, or they exist in your fucking imagination. Okay, because guess what? You're not fucking perfect either. Most of us are just average. Okay, but you watch movies like this, you think that fucking you're entitled to everything in the fucking world. Well, you're not. Nobody is. Nobody is, okay? You shoot for the best, okay? But don't be so fucking stupid that you're not going to realize what you already have. You see what I mean? the message here that this movie's giving you, they're telling Ariel that, you know, if you want the guy that you love, that high value man who lives up there and you live down here, you need to go out there and get him. You got to go up there and get him, okay? Be with him. You know, do what you got to do, okay? Because once he sees you, he's going to automatically fall in love with you. You see, just by you being who you are, you know? And instead of a fucking fishtail, you have legs. But that's the only difference. He's still going to fall in love with you. You don't have to do anything. You see what I mean? Whereas the guy, you know, he needs to be all these things, okay? And in fact, his own goddamn fucking minister, Sir Grimsby, even tells him, hey, you know, you need to lower your fucking standards. Okay, quit chasing that perfect girl who don't exist. Okay, and just get with the fucking girl that's right here in front of you, the one that's got a heartbeat and is right here in front of you. Okay, you know, see what I mean? That's the message. He's the one that's got to lower his standards, and she's entitled to the highest standards. But he's not entitled to higher standards. He's got to lower his. You see, that's the message this movie's giving you. Okay, you ever wonder why guys don't watch this bullshit? That's why. That's fucking why. I watched it so I could fucking give you a review, okay? But it's stupid shit like this, and you see it in all the chick flicks. You see it in all these fucking rom-coms and crap, okay? It's always the same fucking thing. I mean, goddamn. Anyway, I'm Diego. I'll give you a straight man's point of view. That's what I do here, okay? The real question you need to ask yourself is, can you handle it? Can you handle the truth? Because I don't think you can. In fact, I know you can. You can't. You don't want to hear what I got to say. You know why? Because it hurts. Because it hurts, baby. That's the way you like it. Okay, no, I'm kidding, right? Anyway, I'm reviewing a goddamn fucking cartoon for fucking little kids from this fucking god-awful company called Disney. Anyway, what the fuck? Anyway, I'm almost done, okay? And then I'm going to start reviewing Sex and the City again because the new episodes are coming out tomorrow. Holy shit, man. I got to get on top of that fucking shit. Oh, my God, man. I started this YouTube channel to fucking start fucking reviewing Sex and the City episode. I reviewed every fucking one. Every single one I've reviewed. All right. Well, guess what? I got to go back to that. Start tomorrow. Holy shit, man. It's already here. All right. And just like crap, just so you know, I'm putting those videos up too. Those are coming up. As soon as they come out, I'm reviewing it right fucking away. Okay. Moving right along. But right now, I want to start reviewing the little fucking bitch, Mermaid. Okay. So we left off last time. Where did we leave off last? So there's an engagement party. Prince Eric has been bewildered, or he's been bewitched by Ursula, who's disguised herself as a hot girl named Vanessa. She's wearing a necklace that has Ariel's voice inside of it. Okay, don't ask. Just watch the movies to get caught up. All right, and she bewitched him in the cartoon. She put a spell on him, so now he's got to do what she says. But in the live action one, no, he's just a fucking dumbass simp, fucking soy boy, fucking cuck. Okay, that's easily manipulated and controlled by whatever fucking strong, independent woman, because they're all strong and independent. Okay, that are standing right next to him at any particular moment. Okay, so he's confused and not sure about himself, and of course he's gonna marry this fucking girl. All right, that he doesn't fucking know. All right, of course he is. Not because he's under a spell. That's just because, you know, he drinks Bud Light. He's that type of guy, if you know what I mean, right? Yeah. I think we need to change the fucking movie, man. Anyway, moving right along. So that's happening, okay? Ariel is going to thwart this because she's in love with the prince. Well, in the live action, she's not really in love with him. She's in love with his lifestyle. He's rich. He's handsome. He's the heir to the throne. He gets to sail all over the world and visit all these different exotic locations that she's never been to because she's stuck fucking underwater in her fucking father's fucking under her father's fucking patriarchy, you know? And so she's got to fucking prove that she's a fucking boss bitch and fucking break that fucking glass ceiling, okay? So no man's going to tell her what to do, okay? And she's going to go up there and get with Eric so he can show her around. Eventually she'll fucking ditch his ass for a higher value man, but that hasn't happened yet, okay? But anyway, that's the whole point. It's all about sending a message to her fucking chauvinistic fucking father, okay, instead of actually fucking risking her life for a man that she loves. You see what I mean? That's the fucking difference between the cartoon and the live action, all right? It's all about her being a boss bitch in the live action, all right? And here's this other fucking bitch, Vanessa, who she doesn't know, but she suspects is Ursula, okay, that came in there and stole her fucking meal ticket. Bitch. That's her hypergamy, not yours. Okay, see what I mean? So she goes over there. He crashes the fucking the engagement party at the castle. Okay, it's an engagement party in a live action. It's actually a wedding ceremony in the cartoon, and it takes place on a boat. So she crashes it up there. Okay, and she gets into a fucking cat fight with Vanessa, who's really Ursula in disguise, and she manages to rip off the fucking necklace. Hence, her voice magically comes out of the broken necklace, and it goes inside her throat. So now she's got her voice back because she's been mute the entire time that she's been walking on the surface world with Prince Eric. All right, so now Eric realizes that Ariel is the woman that saved him because he never saw the girl that saved his life. Okay, he was unconscious. Okay, but yet he fell in love with her anyway, based on the sound of her voice. Yeah. Yeah, I think some gay guys wrote this story. Okay, yeah. Like that could fucking happen. Okay. Sorry. Mermaids are more believable than that shit. But anyway, so he's been looking for the girl with that voice. He thought it was Vanessa but Vanessa captured Ariel's voice. That's why she had Ariel's voice. Okay. So now Ariel's got her voice back, and Eric realized, oh my God, it was you all along. I should have known. No, you didn't fucking know. You're too busy looking at fucking gay porn. But anyway, so Ariel got her voice back, okay? All the animals attacked. Well, in the live action, it was just fucking a scuttle, the dive bird, and Max, the sheepdog that attacked Vanessa, okay, in the fucking live action, okay? But in the cartoon, it was the whole fucking goddamn underwater kingdom came up out of the water onto the boat and started fucking attacking Vanessa while she was in her wedding dress. And they even fucking ruined the fucking big fucking life-size cake that the fucking chef made for them, okay? And Max bit her in the ass. That happened in the cartoon. Max bit her in the ass. That fucking sheepdog bit her in the fucking ass. Man, that was awesome. They should have done that in the live action, okay? Okay, so Eric realizes, okay, in both versions, the cartoon and the live action, he realizes that Ariel is the one. She's the one. Oh my fucking God. I guess they didn't have divorce court in 1837. Hey, for those of you guys that are watching this, okay, there's more than one, okay? You're going to find this hard to believe, guys, okay? But if you look around, you're going to notice that half of the world is full of fucking women, okay? It's full of fucking women, okay? So there's no one, okay? That's the problem with these goddamn chick flicks, okay? Is you tell these girls that are watching this shit, because they're young, they don't know any better. They think that they're one in a million. Really, no, seriously, that's the message. You're special, you're beautiful. Because you're special. And all the fucking pop songs, it's always some fucking guy singing about how beautiful and how special some girl is. Oh, you're so beautiful. So damn beautiful. You see what I mean? What kind of crap? You know? And all the fucking girls that are singing the pop songs, they're all singing the same fucking shit. It's all fucking self-esteem songs. You know, self-esteem songs. If you're so fucking boss bitches with so much self-confidence, why you gotta listen to fucking teenage self-esteem songs all the goddamn time? Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway, so that's the message telling you that you're a queen. Every girl's a queen. Let me tell you something, bitch. Okay? When every girl's a queen, nobody is. God damn. Anyway, yeah, but that's what they're trying to tell you. You know, just like they're trying to tell guys to lower your standards. You know, they're trying to tell girls that you're perfect just the way you are. That's a bullshit message to be telling people. Nobody's perfect just the way they are. Not if they want to accomplish something. Even guys know this. We know that we have to do something. We have to accomplish something before women will fucking have any interest in us. We know that. Why don't they ever put that message for girls? God damn. You know, anyway. Even like something like Star Wars, you know, goddamn, Han Solo had to be a kick-ass fucking pilot. He had to know how to fight. He had to be fucking brave. Okay? He had to take risks. He had to know how to fucking talk to girls. He had to fucking show no fear. You know, he had to be a dangerous motherfucker before Princess Leia would even look at him. You see what I mean? He wasn't just born that way. He had to turn himself into that. You see what I mean? It's the guys that have to fucking do everything, not the girls. At least not in real life, of course. Okay, but in these fucking chick flicks, it's always that way. You know? The girls that start with nothing have to work their way up there. You don't see that in fucking movies. You don't see women constantly fail and finally fucking get something going for them by the end of it, you know? You don't ever fucking see that. They're just pretty. They're pretty, therefore every guy fucking bends over for them, you know? Like this fucking shit. My God. That's not realistic, okay? Because this doesn't fucking happen to us guys, okay? We know better. Jesus Christ, but they send this fucking bullshit fucking message for little girls that as long as you're perfect just the way you are. Get the fuck out. Sell that shit to fucking Lizzo. Don't fucking sell that shit to me, because I'm gonna tell you the fucking truth here. All right. Anyway, so that's going on. All right. They get into a fight. Ariel gets her voice back, and then Eric's about to kiss her. Now that he realizes that it's Ariel is the one that saved his life the whole time in both versions, but too late. The sun went down. So Ariel turns back into a mermaid on land now, okay? And this happens in front of everybody. Everybody sees this in both versions, okay? The sun goes down, Ariel turns back into a mermaid, and now fucking the gig is up. Vanessa doesn't have to pretend to be Vanessa anymore. It's really Ursula, so she reveals herself in front of everybody there. She turns into the fucking octopus woman that she is with the blue skin and the fucking crazy ass white hair, okay? That fucking fat ass Melissa McCarthy, okay? She's like, it's too late! You know, so she fucking does her fucking belly roll up there, and she grabs Ariel and drags her down into the sea and carries her by the hand and drags her back down into the sea because the sun just went down, okay? You know, so that's going on. She says, "You're too late." So Ursula won. She won. She told her 3 days. You have 3 days to get the guy to kiss you. Okay, and Ariel did not succeed in accomplishing that task. Now, in the cartoon one, she knew that the prince had to kiss her in 3 days. Okay, but in the live action one, Ursula put a spell in there that forbade her from remembering that that the prince had to kiss her in 3 days. But luckily, Sebastian was there and he saw the spell take place, and he tried to remind Ariel, but Ariel, I guess the magic prevented her from fucking understanding what Sebastian was talking about. So she still didn't know, okay, until it was too late. All right. So she turns back into her octopus. She drags fucking Ariel back into the water. Okay. The queen tries to stop. She knocks over Eric. Yeah, with one of her tentacles, she knocks him over. Lover boy, and grabs Ariel and goes over. Okay. Now in the live action one, Queen Selena, the Black Queen of a White Kingdom in 1837, bullshit land, tries to stop Eric from going after her, from jumping into the water and going after Ariel. Okay, she goes like, those sea gods are evil. So you see, so even Queen Selena is just as racist as King Triton is, okay? She doesn't like fucking sea creatures. She doesn't like those people. Those people. You see what I mean? See this bullshit idea? This fucking DEI, fucking CRT, fucking crap that they're putting in fucking movies, just as racist as King Triton. Okay, anyway. So Ursula goes in the water with Ariel. She drags Ariel down near the shipwrecks down there, where all the ships wreck. Okay, like even Eric's ship, the one that wrecked in the beginning of the movie, is down there too. Okay, so Ariel loses her dress on the way down there. Okay, but luckily she magically has a fucking bikini top and shit. Yeah, just go with it, right? Although in the cartoon she was bottomless when she grew some legs. She had no fucking bottom. But anyway, yeah, and that was a cartoon version. Anyway, okay, so King Triton arrives. Okay, he arrives and he sees fucking his sister there. Well, in the live action, Ursula's actually King Triton's sister. Yeah, so there was a familial connection there. Okay, King Triton arrives and tries to free Ariel. Okay, but it turns out that Ursula has always wanted King Triton's trident. His fucking goddamn fucking pitchfork there. Okay. And she wants him to suffer the way she suffered. Okay, this whole thing has been about a war between Ursula and King Triton. That's what it's always been about. Okay, Ariel's just collateral damage. Everything's just collateral damage. Okay, all Ursula really wanted was to get back at her brother. Okay, who kicked her out of the fucking kingdom. Okay, her best way to do that was to go through his daughter Ariel, to exploit her love of the fucking surface world in the live action. In the cartoon, it was her love of Prince Eric. Okay, she exploited it to get what she wants. Okay. She has always wanted the Triton, and she always wanted King Triton to suffer the way she suffered for all these years. Okay. The eels that work for her two fucking lackey eels, electric eels, they restrain Ariel. Okay. And another big difference was that in the cartoon version, Ariel actually apologized to her dad. She said she was sorry. She was sorry for everything that she did, for making that deal with Ursula behind her dad's back, for going to the surface world when she promised her dad she wouldn't, all those things, Her dad tried to protect her. He tried to warn her. He gave her some tough love, but she fucking broke his rules anyway. Not just as a father, but as the king of fucking Atlantica, whatever bullshit fucking underwater kingdom he's in charge of. Okay, she defied her father. Okay, and because of that, all this shit happened. All this shit got about because of what Ariel did. And for that one scene there, she actually accepted responsibility for her own actions. Holy shit, a woman held accountable in a goddamn chick flick. Somebody fucking call Ripley. Okay, and that was in 1989. In 2023, nah, she don't say shit. She's just like, oh damn it, it didn't work out. What are you gonna do about it, Daddy? You know, basically is what happens. She says that without saying it, okay? So, yeah, because of course no woman can do anything wrong. No, it's the guys that are fucked up, all right? Think about it. All the fucked up shit is the guys in this movie, okay? The guys are the fucked up ones, okay? They're too stupid, they're too evil, they're too racist, they're too whatever, okay, to do anything right. It's the woman that's got to fucking set things right and fix everything. Yeah. How's that for a fucking message? No wonder this fucking movie made no fucking money. It's gonna lose about fucking $300 million for Disney. All right? So anyway, yeah, so that's going on here. Okay, and Triton trades his trident for Ariel's life. He offers to make a deal with Ursula. She says, "I'll release your daughter, but in return, you're gonna give me your trident, and I'm gonna rule the fucking seven seas." Okay, so he does that for his daughter. He gives up his life. He gives up his life for his daughter. Okay, Ursula wears the crown. Okay, and in the cartoon one, King Triton wilted into like some fucking plant. There's a lot of them down there in Ursula's lair, and Ariel recognizes him, but in the live action one, he just died. He's like basically disintegrated into nothing. Okay, so he gave up his life to save his daughter. Okay, which is pretty heroic in its own right. But once again, why does the guy have to suffer? Why didn't fucking Ariel suffer for her own fucking mistakes? You see what I mean? All right. So Eric shows up right then and there, right when Ursula's about to beat the shit out of Ariel, and he throws a fucking harpoon which cuts Ursula across her shoulder. She turns around, lover boy, and she sends her fucking eels to go fucking kill him. Now what the fuck, Eric? Okay, how the fuck can you see underwater? In both versions, okay, you could, that deep in the water, you wouldn't be able to see shit. Okay, no wonder you fucking missed, but you wouldn't even know where the fuck they were. Okay, so he swims back up to the surface because that's where his boat is. Okay, to get some more weapons, but the eels grab him. The eels grab him and drag him back down. So they're gonna fucking kill him. This was the best he could do to save Ariel. Okay, he went down there to fucking save Ariel. Okay. So that's going on here, okay? And the cartoon version, it was actually Sebastian, the fucking crab, actually showed up and got the fucking eels off of Eric. He started pinching the eels with his claws, and they let go of Eric. Okay, that's what happened in the cartoon, but not in the fucking live action. All right. Okay, so yeah, how can he see underwater? Okay, so she sends the eels after him. Okay, they pull him down. Ursula tries to shoot Eric with the trident, to try to shoot a little laser at him, or a lightning bolt, whatever the fuck it is that comes, the energy that comes out of the magical trident. Okay, but Ariel makes her miss. Okay, that happens in live action. Like I said, in the cartoon, it was actually Sebastian that got the eels off of him. Okay, and then Ariel moved the trident so that Ursula missed and killed her fucking eels instead. Okay, instead of killing Eric, she killed her own eels. Okay, and she's like, my babies. Okay, so now Ursula's fucking pissed off. Okay, so Ariel and Eric, they swim to the surface. They swim to the surface while Ursula changes into a fucking kaiju. If you think fucking fat ass Melissa McCarthy wasn't bad enough, now you got a goddamn fucking 300-foot fucking Melissa McCarthy. All right, yeah, all right. So she turns into a fucking kaiju. I'm waiting for fucking Godzilla to show up, or at least fucking the Pacific Rim robots to fucking blow her away, okay? And they end up on her crown, just like in the cartoon. They're actually on her crown when she rises out of the water, so they gotta jump off of fucking Ursula's head into the water and avoid her tentacles, which are trying to smash them, okay? So Ursula, of course, now that she's a big fucking egomaniac with her fucking huge trident, which grew along with her, she decides to start fucking swirling around, making a whirlpool with the goddamn trident, which raises up all the shipwrecks that are underwater. They start coming up to the surface now, including Eric's old ship, the one that sank in the beginning of the movie. All right. Now in the cartoon, okay, in the cartoon, something that I didn't notice that was different, I think was better. In the cartoon, when they realized that fucking Ursula is this fucking kaiju now, there's nothing they can really do to her to hurt her or stop her. Okay, they held each other, and I thought that was very sweet because you didn't see that in the live action. They didn't hold each other. Okay, they held each other. Okay, like, oh my God, we're gonna die, but we're gonna die together. I'm gonna die holding on to you, holding on to the woman I love, and she was gonna die holding on to the man that she loved. And I thought that was a really good message there. Okay, like they were gonna, whatever the fate was gonna be, they were gonna face it together. They were going to face it together, and I thought that was kind of sweet. It's a very little thing there that most people didn't notice it. I didn't notice it until I watched it again. But yeah, they actually decided, instead of fighting her, going their separate ways and attacking from two different directions, they stood there for a moment and just held each other, because they didn't know what to do. I thought that was very, very sweet and very realistic. This would have happened in real life. They wouldn't know exactly what to do. Okay, but in the live action one, of course, Eric, is a dumbass and does not know what to do. But Ariel does, because she's the fucking boss bitch. Okay, you see what I mean? Okay, so that's going on here. Okay, and of course, instead of killing them, the kaiju fucking Ursula starts monologuing. Basically screaming about how fucking she's better than them and she's all powerful now, and the usual fucking supervillain shit that they do instead of actually killing the good guy that's trying to stop them. Okay, so she makes the whirlwind. Okay, Eric swings onto one of the shipwrecks because he's really good at swinging on things, right? Especially when he swings into the fucking gay bar. But he swings onto a ship, one of the shipwreck ships that came up to the surface. But Ursula's blast knocks him off. Okay, now that's another big difference here. Okay, in the cartoon, Ursula was after Ariel. She wanted to kill Ariel. Okay, Ariel was too much of a fucking pest. Okay, that's it. Ariel has thwarted her for the last fucking time. She was all about killing Ariel. Okay, so she kept shooting at Ariel. Ariel had to fucking swim for her life and avoid the tentacles, avoid the shit she was throwing at him, avoid the lightning bolts that she was shooting. She had a fucking Ursula had a hard on for fucking Ariel, trying to kill Ariel with that fucking trident, which left Eric unattended. Okay, she lost track of Eric. Ursula wasn't paying attention to what Eric was doing. Eric took that opportunity to get onto his old fucking ship and steer it. Okay, the top of the ship, the bow, to steer that right into fucking Ursula's chest, her big fucking fat ass ugly chest, okay, which was smart. While Ariel was distracting Ursula, Eric took charge, took his ship and threw it right into her, okay? Well, the opposite happens here. Instead, for some fucking reason, Ursula has a hard-on for fucking Prince Eric, and she spends this entire climax trying to kill Prince Eric. Why? You barely fucking know the guy. This guy means nothing to you. It's Ariel that you fucking hate, okay? It's your fucking niece that you're trying to fucking kill, but no, she's going after Eric. Why? Makes no fucking sense, all right? And so while she's going after Eric, Eric's a dumbass. At one point, he actually gets fucking stuck on some ropes and is hanging there upside down like a fucking pussy, flaying for, God, help me, help me, help me. Pretty much is what he's fucking doing, okay? Because that's what they think of men. So it ends up being, so Ariel is the one that acts like the fucking man in this scene, and she's the one that gets on the fucking shipwrecked ship, okay, despite not knowing a goddamn thing about fucking naval navigation, and she gets on the fucking ship, okay, and she's never fucking been on in her entire life before, okay, and she steers the fucking ship the bow straight into fucking Ursula's kaiju fat ass. And I'm supposed to believe that could happen? She don't even know how to fucking operate a goddamn boat. And she steers the bow into fucking Ursula's stomach. Get the fuck out of here. Thereby castrating Prince Eric. Instead of him being the hero like he was in the cartoon, okay, which was actually a good thing, because you got to remember, I've been saying for a long time here, okay, that Eric needs to do something in order to fucking win over Ariel, okay? Well, in the cartoon, he proved to Ariel that he was worthy of her love by killing fucking Ursula. Okay? That was the villain that Ariel couldn't beat. That's why it's a fucking villain. Okay? She tried her best and she couldn't. She lost her dad. And now the same creature's after her. It's time for the fucking man in this fucking relationship to step up and prove himself to the woman that he loves. And that's what he did. Together they defeated Ursula, but it was Eric that delivered the final blow because Ursula's mistake was not paying attention to what Eric was doing. She dismissed Eric as a nothing, as a nobody, as useless, worthless. He can't do shit. Ariel is the threat. Ariel's the one I gotta kill. Okay? Which is exactly what Eric used to exploit Ursula's weakness, and he's the one that killed her. It made fucking sense. Now I can see, okay, Prince Eric is not just some fucking pretty boy. He's actually fucking courageous. You see what I mean? He's worthy now. For me as a guy, now this guy is worthy of Ariel. He proved himself. You see what I mean? But you can't have that in 2023. It's got to be the girl that saves the guy. It's got to be the guy that's the fucking damsel in distress. You see what I fucking mean? Anyway, yeah. So that happens here. Ariel, with no experience, she navigates the ship to have the bow impale Ursula, okay, and she's about to shoot Eric, as she's about to kill Eric. She's all about fucking killing Eric for some reason, okay, and then Ariel escapes, So Ariel escapes. Like I said, the cartoon Eric was the one that steered the ship and impaled Ursula. Killed Ursula was Eric in the cartoon, which, like I said, is a much better movie. Okay, the trident, of course, once Ursula gets fucking impaled, she sinks down. I guess she fucking disappears or something. Anyway, the trident fucking shrinks back down to its normal size. Okay, and it lands down there at the bottom of the sea, you know, and she uses it, Ariel uses it to revive King Triton, to bring him back to life, okay? And Ariel gives the trident back to him. Ariel's like, you gave your life for me. And King Triton's like, but you're the one that fought to give me back mine. You're the one with the big cock. You deserve this more than I ever did. You see what I mean? No, that's not what happens, okay? But that's basically what happens, okay? Instead of fucking him telling her, hey, listen, you fucking bitch, because you disobeyed my rules, you caused all this fucking shit to happen. Instead of that, he praises how brave she was to bring him back to life. Get the fuck. And she's like, well, I did have some help. No, you didn't. You did it all by yourself. Eric was just stuck on the fucking ropes. He was hanging from the ropes. He wasn't doing a goddamn thing. Okay, you know what he's doing? He was fucking drinking Bud Light and jerking off to gay porn while Ariel took out fucking Ursula in her kaiju form all by herself. Yeah, so that happens. In the cartoon one, at least all the fucking plant creatures that Ursula had imprisoned, whatever, they all got released, all turned back into mermaids and mermen, all that kind of shit, okay? Yeah. So this, what a great way to distract the fact that all this bullshit was that was caused by Ariel in the first place, all right? So Ariel tells him, Eric, help me, okay? And like I said, none of this shit happens in the cartoon. In the cartoon, there's none of this fucking shit at all, all right? Okay, Triton says that all that matters is that you're safe and home where you belong, okay? Now in the cartoon, once her dad came back to life and all that, she realized the mistakes that she made. She was sorry for what she had done. And she was not necessarily content, but she was willing to accept the fact that she was going to live underwater for the rest of her life. That was just her lot in life, and she understood. And look what happened when she tried not to. Okay, you see what I mean? She learned her lesson, and she decided, okay, you know what? Maybe it's not what I want, but I'm going to have to fucking live with it. I'm going to have to give up the man that I love. Okay, the man who killed fucking my worst enemy. I'm going to have to give him up. Okay, because look what happens when I disobey my dad. Look at all this shit, and it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. Okay, so she resigns herself to fucking never being with Eric. Okay, you know, she sacrificed something too. You see what I mean? Okay, she was willing to make the sacrifice as well for the man that she loved. Okay, you know, in the live action, fuck, no way is fucking Ariel gonna have any of that fucking shit. Okay, you don't tell me where I belong. You see what I mean? Yeah, that's the fucking 2023 version, all right? She ain't having none of that shit. Okay, fuck you, Dad. You know, who gives a shit, okay? I'm the woman. It's your job to fucking fix this mess. Basically, all right? So Eric swims back to the shore where, of course, the king and queen, where the queen and Sir Grimsby were there. I guess they knew he was going to show up right at that spot, okay? Where he would arrive, and Eric finds Ariel's dress, and he demands that they go look for her, and the queen's like, and then what, Eric? And then what? You know? Exactly. So he decides to give up his quest to look for fucking his dream girl. So like a fucking New Kids on the Block. All right. So it's morning. Okay. And that means that the underwater scene, it's morning now. Like I said, that means that this underwater scene, that fight with the Kaiju Ursula, lasted 12 fucking hours. How the fuck did that happen? You're telling me Eric was in the water for 12 fucking hours? Are you out of your fucking mind? But apparently that's what happened. Okay. So Eric's like, you're right. I was chasing a fantasy girl. I need to go to the gay bar and drink some Bud Light. Yeah, and that's basically what he does. Well, the movie ain't gonna show that, but that's what happened. All right, so anyway, so the queen says like, no, Eric, you were right. She was very real. And so were your feelings for her. I see that now. But our worlds are never meant to be together because we're racist, you know? Yeah. And so he leaves the dress in the water and gives up on Ariel. All right. Sebastian goes and gets summoned by the king later on. King Triton says, like, I've always tried to do, because, you know, King Triton, of course, is beating himself in the ass for being a fuck-up father, even though he really didn't do that much wrong. Okay, you know, he's like, I've always tried to do what is best for my people and for my daughters. I've done everything in my power to make them happy. And Sebastian's like, Not quite, Your Majesty, not quite. In other words, you didn't fucking let Ariel do whatever the fuck she wanted. Okay, so meanwhile, Ariel's laying on her favorite rock right there on the coast, okay, right by the shore, and she stares at Eric's castle, and Sebastian and the king are there spying on her. She's laying there on the rock like she always does, okay, and King Triton says, like, she wants a different life than what I had planned for her. And Sebastian's like, she tried to tell you, Your Majesty. She tried to tell you. I cannot protect her up here. She has to live her own life, Your Majesty, like I always say. Oh, you always say that. Yeah, sometimes I always say that. So King Triton's like, the only problem now is how much I'm gonna miss. Get the fuck out of here, you goddamn. You're just as much of a woman as they are. All right, you goddamn piece of shit fucking king. You're not a king. You know what you are? You're a fucking strap-on. You're a fucking strap-on. You know why? Because in every strap-on, there's a pussy underneath. Anyway, you should be marrying fucking Eric. Y'all be made for each other. One the bitch and one the butch. All right, anyway. So he sees his trident, he uses his trident to turn Ariel, into a human. I guess he had that power all along. Okay. What the fuck? What? Ariel, why did you just ask your dad to fucking turn you human? Or better yet, wait till your dad dies and then you take the trident because you're going to be queen and just fucking turn yourself into a fucking human. What the fuck? I tell you right now, Ariel's mom was a white girl. And she used her husband's trident to go up to the surface world and get some fucking mandingo, if you know what I mean. And of course, King Triton, being the cuck that he is in the live action version, adopted Ariel and raised her as his own daughter. That's what fucking happened, okay? That's what fucking really happened, all right? Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. All her sisters are of different races and they have the same two parents. Get the fuck out of here with that noise. Anyway, the mermaids are more believable than that. All right, so he used his trident to turn Ariel human again, which he could have done the whole time. Okay, I knew it. And like I said, I knew it. He's like, it's not that his mother was human or turned herself human and got laid. And then he, of course, he wasn't, King Triton wasn't the stepdad. He was the dad that stepped up. Yeah. Sell that shit to fucking Oprah. All right, anyway, so that happened. Okay, the cartoon, she got legs in a sparkling dress. In the cartoon show, she got a sparkling dress along with her new legs. She wasn't bottomless. And of course, Prince Eric and his fucking, his goddamn fucking Prussian Empire fucking clothes on is there, and they get married in the wedding dress, the boat, all that kind of shit. Okay, Eric sits on his ass with his dick in his hand, and Max is trying to get his attention. He's sitting in the castle, jerking himself off to gay porn and drinking Bud Light when Ariel walks up in the live action version, and they embrace and they kiss in the big fucking orchestra. Okay, and they get married in the cartoon. They actually got married. Okay, of course, Sebastian and Chef Louis in the cartoon, they had another fucking fight, which was not in the live action version, thank fucking God, because I was told that Chef was played by fucking Lin-Manuel Miranda, who's a fucking piece of shit. Anyway, so they have a send-off festival. The queen approves of Ariel finally, okay, and then where are they going, by the way? And she says, we're going to change the world. I guess that's the fucking place on the map, right? They're going to change the world. They're going to uncharted waters. That's their destination. So Sebastian, Skull, and Flounder, they say goodbye to Ariel there. Okay, because apparently even though she's human now, she can still talk to animals. Eric is there too, but he can't fucking hear them or talk to them. He has no scenes. He has no dialogue with the fucking animals, okay? He doesn't even have dialogue with his own fucking dog, all right? Okay? So they say goodbye to Ariel, and they return the fucking mermaid statue that she threw in the water, okay? But she says, you can have it. I don't give a shit about that mermaid statue because I ain't no mermaid anymore, all right? So Eric doesn't see any of this, okay? And she says she'll be back in a year. Okay, so anyway, so they get on the rowboat and they go to the main ship. Okay, they get on the rowboat, and while they're there, Eric notices King Triton sticking his head out of the water, all right, and he introduces himself to Eric, which was a sign of respect. I actually like that part. He did it in the cartoon, too. He got on the boat, on the big ship, and basically nodded at Eric, okay, you're my son-in-law now. He understood it. He got it, okay? Ariel says, thank you for sharing me to her dad. Okay, and Triton says, you shouldn't have had to give up so much to get here. No, you're the one that gave up everything to get here. Okay, she fucking went against your fucking rules. She didn't give up shit. Anyway, she's the one that fucking calls all this fucking bullshit. Anyway, but of course, the girl has to be right because it's a chick flick, all right? So anyway, Triton says, like, I am missing you. I will always be here for you because I'm a dumbass white man. Yeah, well, that's basically what he says, right? And then all the diversity mer people show up on the water. We see them there. A lot of them are sitting on rocks. We see mermen and mermaids. There's these rocks that are sticking out of the water that were not there before, and they will not be there in the next scene. But in this one particular scene, they're all there, and they're sitting on there. All these fucking gay porn stars that are in this fucking movie that Disney hired without doing background checks. I am not fucking making that up. There are gay fucking porn stars in this fucking scene, okay? In this fucking scene, because the casting directors did not check the backgrounds of some of these fucking people in a goddamn Disney movie for little fucking girls. Look it up. I'm not making that up. There's gay fucking porn stars in this fucking scene. All right. Okay, and they come up out of the surface, okay, including like the gay porn, yeah. Okay, and they lay on the rocks, and that just appeared out of nowhere. These rocks were not there before, but now they're there. The very next scene, you see a long shot of the boat sailing away, and you see the mermen sticking their heads out of the water, but those rocks that the other mermen, the gay mermen were laying on, are gone. Yeah, so just show you how good this fucking movie is, okay? And she hugs her dad and says, I love you, and then he pushes her off. Okay, well in the cartoon, I think he uses trident, whatever. And they wave goodbye and get the fuck out of my life. The end. Thank God. I'm done with this goddamn fucking movie, all right? Anyway, I thank you very much for watching this long. And I'll see you soon on my next review. Thank you very much. Bye.